Hello everyone, my name is Nurfadhilah Syaiful Bakhri. Here I would like to talk about education. Yes, I am a student at Indraprasta University and I am majored in English education. I have studied online and I have been introduced to online learning since I was in junior high school until now. Basically, online learning has been implemented in various schools in order to support the teaching and learning process to be more efficient and flexible. However, since the arrival of this pandemic, which started in 2020 until now, all learning activities have changed, including in my country, Indonesia. This is where the government suggests online learning or distance learning. Due to the ongoing pandemic and limited interaction between individuals, so that the COVID-19 pandemic does not spread widely. And from that moment, online learning is very popular and it is recommended for all schools in Indonesia to do it online learning. I think this is possible because now there are many forms of supporting application for this online learning, well developed and easy to use. So you don't have to worry about being confused about learning online because parents and students can use it well without any difficulties. On the other hand, the subject given to students is easier and faster. So there are many features that students can use to access the subject and form assignments more efficiently. It is also easier to find reference for discussing the material that is given to students. The differences between online and face-to-face learning, based on what I experienced, is that online learning is more flexible in the learning process and forums for assignments are very easy to access and student attendance lists are easier and faster and more efficient in terms of time. To hold teacher or lectures meetings, they can use online conference, for example, via WhatsApp, Google Meet, Zoom meeting, Skype, and others. Even discussions in groups are made through chat rooms that have been created to make discussion easier. So, it can be said that all interactions that occur are within the network in limited scope. In contrast to face-to-face learning, where students will learn and meet directly with the teacher, they will explain the subject directly at a moment. Also, for the collection of assignments where the task is submitted directly to the teacher and does not need to go through an assignment form. For group discussions, it is usually done freely and talked directly to other group friends without going through an intermediary. There are several advantages of this online learning, such as it can be accessed easily and simply using a smartphone or other devices connected to the internet. The broader insight, which is due to some of the reference material provided in online learning, is not necessarily available in print media. So, we will find out a lot of new things that may not exist in print media. And also, flexible study times, which can be done anywhere at any time outside of study hour. The disadvantages of this online learning, such as the limitations of the internet. This is often experienced in areas where it is difficult for students to get stable internet coverage. Therefore, it will be difficult to access this online learning. The lack of interaction with the teacher makes it difficult to get further explanation. Difficulty understanding the material is responded to based on different levels of understanding, depending on the ability of students. Some are able to capture material more quickly, but there are also those who take a long time, so they need explanation from others in order to understand the material being studied. The digital era has brought a considerable impact on people's life. People seem to be forced to migrate from manual methods to digital media in living their lives, one of which is in the education sector. In the midst of the recent COVID-19 outbreak, implementing digital-based learning or e-learning is very useful to protect students from the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Moreover, the government has urged people to do activities at home as an effort to maintain physical distancing or maintain physical distance to suppress the spread of the virus. But besides that, there are still many things that must be considered in online learning, ranging from the good and bad impacts to how students can be wise by using online forums efficiently, which can make teaching and learning activities run well.
So I think that's enough from me for talking and giving my thought on the question about education. Thank you.